G'day everyone, Rach here from Rara's Realm. Welcome to my Flosstube channel. I'm a Kiwi stitcher. Welcome to new subscribers and g'day again to those returning. So this week is our mid-fortnight wrap-up. The projects that I had done last week and a little bit of haul. That's something that I'd forgotten to talk about, so I thought I would do it today, otherwise this is going to be a remarkably quick video. Next week we get to choose new whips again. So I think I stitched every day except two. One of the days was the FFO pairing. Because I can get it done in a couple of hours, I then have a free day, and I took it as a free day rather than try and decide which one I gave some love to. And the other day that I didn't stitch was yesterday, which was the first day for Garden Club series. I was too engrossed in my book and I had to finish it. I had to know how the story ended. So I finished the book about 3:30 in the afternoon, and I was in a book hangover, if you like, and I thought if I start to stitch now I will be unpicking today. So it's mid-morning, I'm getting the video done, the Super Bowl is live this afternoon, I'm getting all my chores done, and I will sit and stitch and watch the Super Bowl this afternoon. So the projects that I have that were pulled last week, so for the first 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, was Sophia again. This is Summer House Stitch Works, and when I showed it to you last I had this leaf, and the outer side, and a bit of the blue coming around to about here. So I have, just get that out of the way, added a third leaf. So this is the stuff I did the first time it was pulled. So I've come round and done the stuff above the blue circle there, this leaf, and there's some viney stuff twiddling around. So that's the extent of that side. So it's not a big pattern, but there's lots of filigree bits and bobs. But gee, it's lovely. It's lovely. The colours, it is 4 colours, of which one are the eyes, therefore are used in about 3 squares or something like that. That's probably a bit weird, it needs to be even, but anyway. And the fabric is just amazing. So I do hope I keep getting it pulled, but only the hat will know. Okay, so then that was Monday, Tuesday. Is that right? Yeah. I don't know my own thing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was an FFO, and I have in my little drawers that are sort of just sitting there, I've got about half a dozen smalls that I have finished over the last few years that have just laid flat in the drawer. So I just went in the drawer and had a little look at what I thought I would like to finish next. And I went for a Little House Needleworks. Let's just get that looking nice. Got to look nice for the video. I haven't put a hanger on this. This is Sleigh Bell's Little House Needleworks. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it just as a pillow that's propped into something, or if I want to make it into something that hangs. So at this point I've left it as a pillow. So I've used the same backing that I used last week. What I did do with this time was try the 2 pieces of backing and stuff it in the middle business. And then I just did a little REP, which are my initials, and I've done it as 2019, which is when I've obviously made the pillow, but this was stitched prior to 2017, I believe. I've still got some stuffing issues, you see. I didn't want it too fat, that was my thing. To me it's even a little bit too fat. I couldn't get a couple of these little indentations to come out, but my corners are pretty good, so I'm very pleased with that. And then I had Wednesday, Friday, Saturday was Orchard Valley Courting Bee, and I was working in this square, and I had about some grass and the border and the chimney left to go, and I also had the chimney over here to do. So I have finished that square completely. Got my little owl on my chimney, got the moon, and then I came over here and I got the chimney done on that side. So now I have officially completed the top half of the, what is it, project. The top half of the project. And then what I started, because I still had some time obviously, is just do this, excuse I fiddle around. So I've started, I think what I will do now is finish the centre quilt block. So I just made some progress down here. And Orchard Valley gets another 2 days next week. What days is it meant to be? So Thursday and Friday. So I will try and get at least a quarter. It's not, there's a lot of fiddly bits, but I should be able to get a quarter of that bottom half done, so that that centre quilt block is then 3/4 finished. Okay, so that's all. No point showing you Garden Club because I did nothing on it, basically. And I will do, I know that I've got a very small amount on part 3 to do to get that finished, and then I'll be on to part 4. So as I say, I will make strides with that today. I know I need 1 thread for part 4, but I'm hoping it's not a big block of colour, which means that I can get on and get a lot of stuff done until I can get that thread ordered. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to talk about, that's all my stitching. Last year on Instagram, I saw a sampler that I really liked, and I did some digging and I discovered it's from a girls club on an possibly bricks and mortar, but certainly an online website based in Wisconsin. I think the website is Country Sampler, and the email, the address, and I'll try and remember to put it in the description below, is sgcountrysampler.com, and you have to request to join the girls club. If you look, when you go to the website, on the left hand side of the screen there are a whole lot of tabs, and one of them says girls club, and you click on that and you get all the information. And what they do is that I want to say they're exclusive designs. I've certainly not seen any of these things outside of this girls club, but I could well be wrong. I'm always wrong. They get some really big name designers to make them some exclusive kits, and you actually get the full kit, which has actually worked out quite well for me with my year of bonkers stitching, because I need to keep things kitted, so that I've always got at least, per fortnight, I need at least 3 things fully kitted, in case I have to do a viewer's choice and I pull a new put my teeth in. Viewer's choice new start needs 2, because you've got to choose, and a new start I need, so I need at least 3 fully kitted projects. So belonging to this girls club has been quite good. So the first chart I got late last year is oh, I should have taken it out. How bad is it? Yeah, I'll take it out, sorry. I'm trying to get this done quickly, but it's not going to help if it's all just glary. So the first, this was Farmhouse. Can't remember the name of the actual club for this one, but I got parts 3 and 4. I didn't get parts 1 and 2. I joined too late for those. So this is part 3. This is Sunflower Farm by Kathy Barrick, which I'm on the fence about. I can't decide. So you get the chart, you get the fabric, and you get the threads, which were laid nicely, and I've mucked up superbly. They actually come really nicely packaged. I do that. So you get the threads, and the fabric I believe is a 36 count something. It's probably the cord floor fabric. Yeah, oh, and I've dropped one. So that was part 3 of the Farmhouse Sampler series. Then just earlier this month I saw that they had taken money for part 4. So I also contacted them about the original sampler that I had joined them for, because I had requested to join that club and was told that they were rekitting it and it would be good to go soon, and I never got one. So I emailed back and said, I see you've taken the money, do you still have the sampler? Yes, she said, I think I've got one left, luckily. So anyway, this is part 4 of the Farmhouse. I've gone and done it again, haven't I? Sorry. Fully mucking up this video to get it done quickly, which is not the best idea. So this is the sampler designed by Pauline Stewart of Plum Street Samplers, and it's just fab. The fabric is Confederate Grey, which I think, if I go look, is what Harvest Keeper that I finished last year is meant to have been on. I should see, but gosh, look at this, people. Isn't that just fabulous? So I've got the fabric, and I'm assuming it is 36 count, I haven't checked, and I've got all the threads, which are all weeks dye plus 1 DMC. But gosh, the colours are beautiful. What is that red? Baked apple, just lovely. So this one definitely will be put up as a new start or a viewer's choice at some point. What's the stitching size? It's 120 by 70, so it probably falls within the sort of the stitch range that I was looking for in order to try and not have too many big projects this year. And the whole reason for joining this girls club, if I can get it out, is the following sampler. This is Sarah Casey Unwin, 1848, an original design by Linda, I'm not even going to try and say your name, Chessie and me. And that's the sampler. It's a photograph, sorry, so you're going to get a little bit of reflection. And it's just beautiful, pinks and greens and reds. What's the fabric? I'll have a look in a minute. Those are the threads. If you can see them well enough in the light, they're just beautiful. It's a black grey at the back. Again, these are weeks. Again, have we got Lancaster red? Is that red? There's about 3 of those. It's just beautiful. The fabric is a sort of a putty colour. I will tell you, it's Vintage Pearled Barley by Lakeside Linens, and again it's probably a 36 count. I've never seen on anything count, but I guess that's what you have magnification for. So yeah, I would imagine at this point stitch count is 291 by 243. As much as I would love to start her, I don't think at the moment I will, because of the size. I think I'll stick to my rule that I need to get Lucy halfway through before I start another big sampler. And being as I'm only on page 2 of 9, I don't think I will start this year. I will see. I will see. It depends on how I go with funding the kitting up of projects. Okay, that's my lot. Garden Series Club today, then we've got Hawk Run Hollow for 2 days, the Orchard Valley Quilting Bee gets another 2 days, and my little Prairie Schooler Santa gets the weekend. And then we'll be back next Monday to draw some more projects out of the hat. Have a good stitchy week, everyone. Enjoy the Super Bowl if that's your thing. I haven't decided who I'm cheering for. I might go for the underdogs, just because. Although, I don't know, I just watch it. I like live sport. And I've got little magnifiers I can see over the top now, so I can stitch and watch at the same time. And yeah, that's my lot. Okay, have a good week, and I will catch you next week.